Hello students, this is the 69th lecture for S5 BCom student. Name of the subject is Business Statistics, Semester 4, Unit 3, Lecture 3. Name of the topic is Transportation Problems. To find optimal solution by modified distribution method, that is MODI method. See the example. Find optimal solution to the following transportation problem. ABC, these are the three sources, and PQRS, these are the four warehouses. For A, supply is 22 units. For B, supply is 15 units. For C, supply is 8 units. For P, demand is 7 units. For Q, demand is 12 units. For R, demand is 17 units. And for S, demand is 9 units. So 22 plus 15 plus 8 is equal to 45, which is same as 7 plus 12 plus 17 plus 9. That this total is also 45. So it's a balanced transportation problem. First of all, we have to see, so given transportation problem is a balanced transportation problem as total demand is equal to total supply. So first step is to get initial basic feasible solution by VAM. According to the procedure, we have to consider, we will rewrite the table, transportation table in this format. Then we will find row difference and column difference. So two minimum values, 3 and 4, difference is 1. 2 and 5, difference is 3. 5 and 6, difference is 1. 5 and 5, difference is 0. 3 and 7, difference is 4. 2 and 5, difference is 3. 4 and 6, difference is 2. So 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. These are the differences. So amongst these, 4 is the maximum difference. So we will select this column. 7, 9, 3. Minimum cost is 3. So we will see the demand and supply conditions for this cell. 22 is the supply and 12 is the demand. So we can give 12 units. So we have given 12 units and we can cross these two cells. Then again find out the difference. Now we will not consider the value which is present in this particular column. 4 and 5, difference is 1. 2 and 3. 2 and 3, difference is 5. 6 and 5, difference is 1. Then 5 and 5, difference is 0. 3 and 7, sorry, this has already been consumed, so we can put dash here. 2 and 5, difference is 3. 4 and 6, difference is 2. So maximum difference is 4. Minimum cost, 1 minute, no, this is not the case. Maximum difference is 3. Minimum cost is 2. 15 is the supply and 17 is the demand. So we can give 15 units to this cell and we can cross this row. Next difference, 3 and 4, sorry, 4 and 6, difference is 2. This is exhausted, so we can put dash. 5 and 6, difference is 1. 5 and 6, difference is 1. This is exhausted, so we can put dash here. 2 and 5, difference is 3. 4 and 6, difference is 2. Maximum difference is 3. Minimum cost is 5 now. We already have given 15 units to this. This needs only 17 units, so we can give 2 units here and we can cross this cell. So this is exhausted, this is also exhausted. So next difference we can find, 4 and 6, difference is 2. This is exhausted, so we can put dash here. 7 and 8, difference is 1. 5 and 6, difference is 1. This is also exhausted, so we can put dash. This is also exhausted, we can put dash. And 4 and 6 difference is 2. So maximum difference is 2. Minimum cost is 3. $12 is the demand and 22 is the supply. So we can give 12 units. So this is exhausted, so we can put cross here. The remaining allocations we can get directly, that this cell is remaining, so we can give 1 unit here. This cell is remaining, we can give 7 units. So this is our initial basic feasible solution with the help of Vogel's approximation method. Next step is to check whether the solution is non-degenerate or not. So we can just check the condition. M plus n minus 1 is equal to number of rows plus number of columns minus 1. There are 3 rows A, B and C. So 3 plus 4 columns P, Q, R, S. 3 plus 4 minus 1. So 7 minus 1 becomes 6. Now we will count the number of allocations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the condition is satisfied. So we can say that the solution is non-degenerate. Therefore we can apply Modi method to get optimal solution. According to the method, we have to consider occupied cell. Cij is equal to Ui plus Vj. U1 is equal to 0. See, the first occupied cell is AQ. Unit cost is 3. So we will write the name as AQ. Unit cost is 3. 3 is equal to, it is in first row, that's why we are writing U1. And it is in second column, so U1 plus V2. U1 we have taken as 0, so V2 is equal to 3. Next occupied cell is AR. See, AR, unit cost is 5. First row, third column. So 5 is equal to U1 plus V3. U1 we have taken as 0, so V3 we are getting at as 5. Next occupied cell is AS. See, AS. Unit cost is 4. U1 plus V4. So AS 4 is equal to U1 plus V4. So V4 is equal to 4 because U1 we have taken as 0. Next occupied cell, we have to go to the next row, that is BR. This is the occupied cell. Unit cost is 2. So BR 2 is equal to, now we are in second row, that's why U2, and we are in second column, that's why V2. V2 already we have got as 3. So we will replace this V2 by 3. 3 we can take it on this side. So 2 minus 3 becomes minus 1. So U2, the value of U2 comes out to be minus 1. Next occupied cell is CP. CP, unit cost is 5. So CP, 5 is equal to, now we are in third row, that's why U3 plus V1. We don't have U3 as well as we don't have V1. Next occupied cell CS. CS. This is the occupied cell. Unit cost is 6. So 6 is equal to U3 plus V4. V4 value we have already. V4 is 4. So replace this V4 by 4. 4 we can take it to this side. So 6 minus 4 becomes 2. So value of U3 is equal to 2. Now replace this U3 in this previous equation. U3 is equal to 2. 2 we can take it on this side. So 5 minus 2 becomes 3. So V1 is equal to 3. So we are getting the value of U1, V2, V3, V4, U2, V1 and V3. So next next step is to write U1 is equal, we will rewrite the table again with their respective allocations. AQ 12 units, AR 2 units, AS 8 units, BR 15 units, CP 7 units, CS 1 unit, and U1 is equal to 0, U2 is equal to minus 1. u3 is equal to 2, v1 is equal to 3, v2 is equal to 3, v3 is equal to 5, and v4 is equal to 4. So we will replace all these values in this table. Now we have to find net cost change value delta ij, which is nothing but Cij minus Ui plus Vj. So 3 plus 0 we will add, total becomes 3, and we will subtract this 3 from this 6. So 6 minus 3 becomes 3. This is the net cost change for unoccupied cell. This is also unoccupied cell. 3 minus 1, total becomes 2. 5 minus 2 becomes 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 1 is 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. Then this cell, 3 plus 2 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. 8 minus 7 is 1. So as all delta ij greater than 0, solution is optimal. So we can find transportation cost is equal to 12 into 3 plus 2 into 5 plus 8 into 4 plus 15 into 2 plus 7 into 5 plus 1 into 6. So multiply and add all the values. The values are 36 plus 10 plus 32 plus 30 plus 35 plus 6. Total is 149 rupees. See the next example. Find initial basic feasible solution by VAM and find optimal solution. This is the problem statement. There are 3 factories F1, F2 and F3 and 4 warehouses W1, W2, W3, W4. Supply values are 11, 13 and 19. Total is 43. And total demand is 6 plus 10 plus 12 plus 15. So total is 43. So it's a balanced transportation problem. So first of step is to get initial basic feasible solution by VAM. According to the method, we have to take the difference between two minimum values, 16 and 13. Total is difference is 3. 14 and 17 difference is 3. 18 and 27 difference is 9. Then 17 and 21 difference is 4. 16 and 18 difference is 2. 14 and 18 difference is 4. And 13 and 23 difference is 10. So maximum difference is 10. We have to select the minimum cost cell, which is 13. 11 is the supply and 15 is the demand. So we can give 11 units. So if we give 11 units, our supply is exhausted. So we have to cross these 3 cells. So naturally in the second difference, we can't find this difference. We have to put dash here. 17 and 14 difference is 3. 18 and 27 difference is 9. 17 and 21 difference is 4. Sorry. Now we have to consider 32 and 21. Wait. Difference is 15. Next difference 18 and 27 difference is 9. 14 and 18 difference is 4. And last two 13 and 23, sorry 41. 41 and 13 difference is 18. So maximum difference is 18. Minimum cost is 23. We already have given 11 units. Now we can give 4 units because demand is of 15 units. So 4 if we give, we will have to cross this cell because my demand is exhausted now. Next condition. Now this is exhausted, so we can put dash. Here difference is 3 units. 32 and 18, sorry 18 and 27 difference is 9 units. Next 17 and 32 difference is 15 units. 18 and 27 difference is 9 units. 14 and 18 difference is 4 units. 23 and 41 difference is 18 units. Now we have given 4 units here because this is the next minimum value and our demand is of 15 units. So the next difference we can calculate. This is exhausted, so we can put dash. 14 and 18 difference is 4 units. 27 and 9 difference is 9 units. 17 and 32 difference is 15 units. 18 and 27 difference is 9 units. 14 and 18 difference is 4 units. And the last column is exhausted. So we will put dash there. So maximum difference 15. Minimum cost is 17. 6 is the demand and 13 is the supply. So we can give 6 units and we can cross these two cells. Now only cell which is remaining is this one. No, this has already been given. So the remaining cell we can put the remaining values. 4 plus 6, 10. We have to put 3 here. We have to put 7 here. We have to give 12 here. So this is our initial basic feasible solution using VAM. Now we have to find the optimal solution also. So we will check whether the solution is non-degenerate or not. So for this the condition is that m plus n minus 1 is equal to 3 plus 4 minus 1, that is equal to 6. See the allocations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So m plus n minus 1 is equal to 6 is equal to number of allocations. Solution is non-degenerate. Therefore we can apply Modi method. So according to the method we have to write the table occupied cell. Cij is equal to ui plus vj and u1 is equal to 0. First occupied cell F1W4. So F1W4, the unit cost is 13. 13 is equal to U1 plus V4. U1 we have taken as 0. So V4 is equal to 13. Second occupied cell F2W1. 17 is equal to U2 plus V1. So we don't have U2, we don't have V1. Next occupation F2W2, 18 is equal to U2 plus V2. We don't have anything, so we can leave this also. Next occupied cell F3W2. F3W2, unit cost is 27 is equal to U3 plus V2. V2 I think we have. No, nothing we have. Now F3W3. So that is equal to 18. 18 is equal to U3 plus V3. So we have U3 is equal to 19. If we take 19 on this side, so V3 becomes minus 1. Put V3 in one of the values. So if you put V3 is equal to minus 1, we are getting U2 is equal to 8, U2 is equal to 10, U3 is equal to 19 and V3 is equal to minus 1. So the next table we can find delta ij value. Delta ij is nothing but net cost change, the formula for which is given by Cij minus ui plus vj. So this is the first unoccupied cell. 7 plus 0 becomes 7. Subtracted from 21. So the answer is 14. Next unoccupied cell is F1W2. 8 plus 0 total is 8. 16 minus 8 is 8. Minus 1 plus 0 value becomes minus 1. 25 minus of minus 1 becomes 25 plus 1. So total is 26. This is occupied, this is occupied. We have to come to this cell. Minus 1 and 10. Total becomes plus 9. 14 minus 9 becomes 5. Then 13 plus, this is occupied cell. Next unoccupied is this one. 7 plus 19 is 26. 32 minus 26 is 6. Next unoccupied cell is this one. 13 plus 19. subtract it from 41. So the answer is 9. So we can say that as all delta ij greater than or equal to 0, the solution is optimal. Therefore, total cost can be calculated as 11 into 13 plus 6 into 17 plus 3 into 18 plus 4 into 23 plus 7 into 27 plus 12 into 18. So the values are 143 plus 102 plus 54 plus 92 plus 189 plus something. So the total becomes rupees 796.